Hey y'all, thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight. We're going to do a little cooking demo. Now, I was out shopping this morning, came across a couple of good items, and it's St. Patrick's Day, so I figured I would stick the finger to the Irish and cook a good old-fashioned fish and chips. But I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a different style of fish and chips tonight. What I'm going to do is a Parmesan crusted cod with a potato confit and sugar snap peas sauteed in a garlic confit oil. So to start with, we're going to get our fish on. So bear with me just a second here. All right. And here I have a little bit of garlic butter oil. As you can see, the pan's already smoking, ready to go. We have our nice cod ready to go. Start with one piece. Let's see how we're looking here. Oh yeah, good sizzle. And we got the other piece. Put them both in the pan. It's actually a little big. I should have cut that one down. All right, so while that starts, we're going to go ahead and get our potatoes started. Now, what I did earlier was I took the potatoes, went ahead, peeled them, cut them, rinsed them, sliced them, and cooked them in a layer of fat in the oven for 2 hours to get a nice soft consistency. So now, once I get my pan properly oiled here, ooh, it's a little hot. Let's drop that down just a touch. We're going to start putting the potatoes in one at a time. And I can already smell that fish starting to crisp up. Oops. And lucky number 7. All right, so we have our 7 potatoes cooking, and you can see how easily they're moving around in the pan. That's nicely oiled. I'm going to get a little bit more of this oil back here on these fillets. All right. All right, so we're about 2 minutes in. Yeah. Give that just a couple more minutes here, and we'll be set to go. Meanwhile, I'm going to give our potatoes another minute here to cook. Yeah, I went grocery shopping this morning, was walking through, saw this nice piece of cod and thought, you know, I haven't had fish in a while. So I figured, why not give it a try? Alright, let's see how we're doing. Now, one of the biggest things people do that tends to screw up everything is to try to force the fish, or actually any protein, when it's stuck to the pan. You can't do that. The fish will let you know as soon as it's done. And it's going to let you know that by separating. You see, this right here, the smaller piece is already almost ready to go. Got just a little bit of a hanger right there. Break that loose. A bigger piece. Yep, almost ready. Alright. Now, potatoes are starting to get a little bit of good color, so let's go ahead and check one of these out. Yeah, just a touch longer. Good food ain't fast, good food is right. Alright, you can start to see the good bit of sear on that one. Unfortunately, you can see a little bit stuck to the pan right there, unfortunately. May need to add a touch more oil. We'll have that going. Meanwhile, I have the garlic confit that we're going to use with our snap peas over here. And because that usually starts as a chilled item, I'm going to set it right in the middle so it'll get a little bit warm. Alright. Alright, let's check another potato here. And just another minute, we'll be set to go. Now, I'm doing one thing that is a bad technique, using the tongs with the fish. Usually you want to use a spatula. You tend to do less damage. Yeah, see, it's breaking up nicely. Got that nice golden brown sear there. We're going to let that go for another minute. Alrighty. Alright, and third time's a charm. Oh yeah, that's got a nice bit of crispy color on it, so let's start flipping these babies over. Yeah. Go. Right, and see, that is a perfect example of what we're looking for. You can see that crispiness on there. All right, so now that I have these flipped over, I'm going to go ahead, pop a little seasoning on them. Because they've already been seasoned with garlic, but I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of pink sea salt. All right. And as you can see, still sliding around in the pan perfectly. Yeah. Now, see how this is looking. Still needs a couple more minutes. So we'll let that go. But meanwhile, what we're going to do to help it cook through, we're going to put a lid on that bad boy. There we go. That'll help keep some of the moisture in and help make sure it cooks fully through. Now, give our potatoes another shake here. They're looking really good. And as you can see, our oil has loosened up with the crushed garlic confit in it. Ready to rock. All right, and I'll be back in just a moment. We'll pull these potatoes out and we'll have everything set to go. So we got the potatoes 99% done. Now I did go to check the fish, and unfortunately the big piece separated on me a little bit, so it's not two smaller pieces, but that's fine. We can work with that. So we went ahead, and since the potatoes were almost done, we pulled them off to let them finish cooking on the back eye, which is actually turned off. We're just letting the heat of the pan finish it off. Meanwhile, we have our lovely garlic confit here. We're going to put in our pan. Move that around a little bit. And sugar snap peas. Saute them to make sure they're good and covered. Alrighty, we're going to let those fry for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and do this, because I want the garlic on the plate. I don't want the oil. So we're going to take a good old-fashioned kitchen paper towel. Alright, saute that a little bit longer. I want to mix that garlic in a little bit so that it looks a little better. Tongs start to jump out of my hand. Sorry about that. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to finish cooking this off, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a plating and make it look awesome. Be right back. Got everything set and ready to go. What I'm going to do now, just get these out on this paper towel real quick. Make sure you get all those good crusty bits out of there. Alright. Quick tab. And then flip. Alright, and then bring those into a nice little pile. Next, Take our potatoes. Got two on one. Alright, so we got our potatoes surrounding our peas. Get these in the sink. Alright. Now the one ingredient we have left. Oops, this piece of garlic fell. Definitely don't want to leave that on a burner. Otherwise, next time, I might have myself a little garlic fire in the house. And as you can see, our fish came out perfectly. Flaky and falling apart. One there. One there. And I'm going to save that other little piece for later. Alright, so that lets us see everything now. Always season everything. Check your seasoning as you're cooking. And always add a touch at the end. And tonight, folks, what's fish and chips without vinegar? Well, in this case, we are going to do a touch of aged balsamic vinegar. Alright. Just a little drizzle on the potatoes. Alright. And of course, before we serve, clean your plate. Make sure your rims look good. There you have it, folks. An upscale fish and chips with potatoes confit, sauteed peas, and a nice Parmesan crusted cod. Sorry. And a nice Parmesan crusted cod. See y'all next time.